Welcome, folks, to a fantastic matchup that will continue the championship legacy of the proud Pacific 12 Conference that stretches back more than a decade. Welcome, folks, to Allegiant Stadium, the home of the Raiders, right off the Las Vegas Strip, as we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a playoff team from last year, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the Florida Gators offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it, and now one final showdown, Kirk. And one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs, and also you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champ. Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. The receiver makes the catch. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Second down after that completion. And the back now goes in motion. Toss play to the outside. And the Gators look to keep this drive moving.
Well, nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Delivers quickly to the left side, and it's incomplete, but here comes the flag. So hold on, let's check that out. Hold it. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Trying for a 4th down completion. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive gets going.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
And they finally stopped it, but a decent gain that time.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
The fullback gets stuffed for a loss. Ran into a wall there.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
QB keeper all the way. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He bought some time, now lets it go. QB to the tight end for a completion. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. The Gators will line up here on first down and goal. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First and goal, handoff. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than a conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
And the BAT makes it 7-0 to open the score. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Trojans offense out there for their first possession. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kirk. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. They're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today. You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
And the Trojans will crank up the tempo. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. That's caught. It's Zimmerman. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. That's a nice game to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period.
Florida 7, USC 0.
Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw yet again. Short connection with a tight end here. They stop him, but it's a first down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. The Gators pick up enough yards to move the sticks. And there's the handoff. They bring him down, but not before gaining first down yardage to the 22. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. The Gators lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, and they're just playing very efficiently right now.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. This will be a challenge now. 2nd and goal, back at the 13. From the shotgun, drops back. Catch made on the left side. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Quarterback keeps the football. Makes the defender miss. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Gators. Methodical but effective, Kirk. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep to the right side. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Makes the catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. A last-gasp pass as time expires in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, so much to break down from a spirited first half in this Pac-12 championship. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
The Gators will kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll just take a knee. And the Gators offense retakes the field. Send the back in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback's got it on the option. He's got the first down and still motoring. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, it wasn't necessarily pretty or a game changer, but those option plays are sometimes best used to just get enough to just get a first down. I think that was the thinking on this last play. The defense has to be more aware in these kind of situations.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught with the back behind the line of scrimmage. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the two. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Lets it fly to the wideout, but it's incomplete. They missed an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He has first down yardage at the 46.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver's past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
On the run here, lets it go. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Short completion there. Second down coming up. Looking to chuck it again. Running back has it on a screen now. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
Here's a carry for the fullback. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5. It's a bunch formation. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground. The long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. They look to throw it here on second down. Catch made on the left side. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain. Has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Leaning on the run game here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
That's a flashy run with the spin move, but produces just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Oh, and it's picked off, a crushing mistake. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down. So here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. And a short run there to end the game. What a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves conference champions. That's a tremendous achievement, but we have to wait and see what the committee decides to do and if they'll get an invite to the college football playoff. And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
you